This is our cutout gnome called Pucker Up, and I'm going to start by removing all the small pieces and putting it on a painter's tape, and then dismantling the larger pieces. And then I'm going to start by using our color Petal. This does come in a 2 ounce, and I'm going to paint the body of the first layer of the gnome in Petal. Then I'm going to go to the hat, and I'm going to use a color called Lemon Zest. This is from Deco Art, and I'm just going to use an art brush to fill in these stripes, starting with the first stripe and then every other. Then while I have the lemon zest out, I'm going to go to the garland that's being held by the hands, the bar, and I'm going to fill in that with the lemon zest, the lemon slice, and then the little pieces of the lemon, all in this lemon color. Then I'm going to go back to the hat and I'm going to do the petal every other stripe using an art brush. Then I'm going to go back in with the petal and I'm going to do the bottom portion of the hat down to the beard, starting with the art brush and then going in with a dabber. Then I'm going to take our snow owl and I'm going to do the mustache and the lower portion of the beard, starting where the hat rim is. I'm going to hit the daisies also with this white. And then I'm going to put the lemon zest in the center of each of my flowers. I'm going to do the rim of the hat in Joshua Tree. And the nose and the hands in our blush. On the nose, I'm going to take a little bit of Republic Red and go around the edge and then hit it again with the blush. I'm going to take my white dabber and just hit the edge of some of the pieces just to give some interest to my pieces before I start gluing it together. I'm going to use my stick fast glue. We have this in our Amazon store at chocolatefancy.com. If you'd like a link, just ask and we could post it in the comments. And I'm going to start gluing my rim to the hat. You because this glue works so fast, you want to plan before you start gluing. So I like to place it where I'm going to put it, lift up the piece, glue it, and then put it down because that's how fast this sets. It works great for these projects, but you can also use wood glue. I've used wood glue from the dollar store and it works fine. I'm now adding the flowers to my hat. I'm putting my lemon slice and the pieces on my garland. And I like to use a Q-tip to add the glue, as you only need a very little bit. I'm going to add the hands. And then we're going to need spaces to attach this to his body. So I flip my garland over and I add the spacers underneath the hands. And then you're going to glue the spacers and the center of my pucker up. I'm going to add a leaf and a flower. And now I'm going to glue my stand together and paint it in black, along with the shoes. And you have this one straight piece of wood that you're going to add to your shoes, and I'm going to paint that black as well. Then I'm going to put the glue on that little tab at the bottom of my gnome, sit it in the stand, and then I always add the shoes after he's in the stand. And this way there's no gaps and it's just easier to fit it in, and then put the bar along the bottom of the shoes. I'm going to add a flower to the top of his shoe, and then you can spray this with Rust-Oleum clear. I'm going to put my dots down just randomly, some on the hat, and I did do polka dots on the rim of the hat. I did a line on the nose, and this is all optional. If you don't like the dots, you don't put them on. I did polka dots on my lemon slice. And then once everything dried, I did a little black on the wording that says pucker up, and then wiped it back with a very flat piece of a baby wipe. And it left the black inside the groove of the word pucker up. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You can find these cutouts at chalkitupfancy.com along with some of the 2-ounce paints or pints or quarts. Thank you so much for watching.